This is our town, the place we call home.
Welcome to This Is Our Town with Jeff Yorkie, a local public affairs presentation on MonroeCountyRadio.com.
Hello, everybody. This is Jeff Yorkie, and this is Our Town. And if you're expecting to listen to the Law Sunday Side Up, and you're a little shocked to hear This Is Our Town, it's a little bit different, but it's going to be very much the same. And if you're tuning in because you want to hear some of the legal side of Monroe County and the legal community in Monroe County, don't worry. We'll still do a little bit about that stuff. What we'd like to do on This Is Our Town is we'd like to highlight some of the cool kind of businesses and activities that are going on in Monroe County and specifically here in town. And today, our first guest is Derek Todora of Run Hip. First of all, welcome, Derek, to the show.
How you doing, Jeff? Thanks for having me.
And tell us a little bit about Run Hip. Run Hip is it's a store for runners, right?
You got it. So Run Hip opened August of 2016. We're located right at 14 East 1st Street, right next door to the Dorsch Library. Right. And we sell footwear, apparel, and nutrition to basically the outdoor enthusiast.
Right. And it is, it's what makes it different? Let me just ask you that. What makes it different than if you went to, I don't know, some shoe store in the mall or something, or, something like that? What makes it different?
So there's a couple of things that differentiate us from a lot of other stores. Basically, I do personalized fittings for your shoes. So you come on in, you take off your shoes, I check out your feet and your arches, and I'll put you in the right type of shoe for your foot type. Secondly, we have a couple exclusive brands that no one else in the county has.
Gotcha. So, and we're not just talking about shoes, we're talking about apparel. You've got nutrition stuff, right?
That's right. So only about 50% of my customers are actual runners. I have walkers, runners, people that like to get outdoors in the nature and trails. Right. And so I have the footwear for all that, and then the apparel, nutrition, hydration. So I have a good amount of products for anybody that just likes to spend time outdoors.
How about stair climbers? The reason I ask is that's the one thing that I do. If you've ever listened to the show before, or well, not this show, but any show that I've been on, you might know that I'm a stair climber. I climb every day at lunch. That's sort of my exercise. Do you have anything for a guy like me?
Absolutely. A great deal of my customers, and this is going to be a shameless plug, but I get customers from the YMCA, Go Mad Fitness, Planet Fitness all the time that I fit them with shoes for whatever they're using them for.
So I got to ask you, Derek, because it is pretty cool, and I've been past the storefront many times, right next to Stacy's Travel.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, right in between Dorsch Library and Stacy's Travel.
You got it. That's where we're
right
located.
On First Street.
Yep.
And it is a unique storefront, and you also endorse a bunch of activities and stuff too, right?
That's right. Yeah. When most of my customers come on in, it is definitely a different look for Monroe. People come in and they say that they feel like the storefront makes them think that they're in Ann Arbor or right. Something like that. And yeah, so I have group runs. We do it Wednesday nights at 6:00 and Saturday mornings at 7:30, and it's no commitment. Anybody can come on in and drop in. It's free to the community. Right. It's a great group,
and it's all levels. You don't have to run 10 miles.
That's right.
In order to do this.
Age groups anywhere from 20 something to I have a 71-year-old gentleman that faithfully runs with us every single week. And then paces, anywhere from Boston qualifiers all the way to people that just like to get out and get a nice slow jog in.
And and that's what's cool about it, because a lot of people want to get started in this kind of stuff, but they really don't know where to start. And not only that, but when you're doing it with other people, you tend to want to keep doing it.
It's great. There's a big camaraderie that we have been doing this for over 2 years now. Yeah. We've a lot of motivation. There's a lot of experience. So even if you're a novice, you can come on in and get a ton of experience and knowledge from everybody. And it's a great group.
So Derek, how'd you get started in this? You been a runner your entire life? What's the deal?
Nope, not at all. So to back up then, I was never a runner growing up. I tore my ACL over about 14 years ago, and I used running to rehab my knee.
Really? Okay.
And then, I remember my first time when I ran 2 miles and I thought, wow, I can run 2 miles. My body feels really great running 2 miles. And then from there, 2 miles became 3, became 5. And now I've completed ultra marathons.
Ultra is that 50K thing?
I've done
Is that what that
50Ks.
is?
Yep.
What's an
Anything over-
ultra marathon?
So an ultra marathon is defined anything over an actual marathon, which is 26.2.
Right. That is absolutely crazy, Derek.
Yeah.
That is absolutely. You can. I mean, running a marathon to me is absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
But running more than a marathon, how long did it take you to get to that point?
Well, for the longest time, I did not want to do that. I'll tell you what, a
don't
marathon
blame
was
you.
long enough for me, right? I mean, I crossed the finish line at a marathon and I was done. I was like,
Right.
But I have people in the community that are in the ultra marathon scene and they always push me like, oh, Derek, let's do this. Let's do an ultra marathon. I told them no forever. And finally, about 4 years ago, I'm like, you know what? Let's try this. I'll see what it's all about. And it's a different type of run. Most of the ultra marathons are on trails, right? Not on the pavement, and you slow down. So it's a different type of competition, a lot of mental, and I really, really have, grown to love it.
Yeah. So have you always had this, because it requires a tremendous amount of discipline to run. I mean, it does, because I know, because I've done it before, I don't run as much as I should nowadays. Because I don't know, my legs. I don't know. I'm old, man. My legs are. It's very difficult. That's why I do the stair climbing. Believe it or not, some people think the stair climbing is harder on your legs and your knees, but it's really not.
Right.
Yeah. And I know when I used to run, I knew how mentally you had to be prepared to do that. And have you always been that way, or is that something that you kind of developed as a result of initially rehabbing that knee, and then just keeping with it?
Well, growing up, I was always active and athletic, so I feel like I've had that drive to push myself past limits growing up, right? And I've led this into adulthood, and now that I'm a father, I try to, basically show my kids the drive that I have to be successful in work and in my recreational life.
Right, absolutely. So what other kind of things do you do for fun besides running?
Well, being a father is a full-time job as well after work.
For sure.
I'll tell you what, I have 3 children. Well, they're not even children anymore. I have an 11, a 13-year-old, and a 19-year-old.
Now, do they run?
Not at all. No,
really?
but they're but they all like to do their own thing. My 19-year-old son, he's an assistant instructor at a local Monroe martial arts studio.
Okay. Again, there's that discipline, right? That mental discipline.
Absolutely. He's a black belt in karate. My 11 and 13-year-olds are volleyball crazy, so they compete hard. My wife is a teacher and a volleyball coach. So, we've always had that active lifestyle growing up.
Yeah. That is so cool. So Run Hip. First of all, I know you weren't involved in it from the get-go, right?
That's right. I didn't open the store. I connected with the owner, and it sounded great to me. And I just kind of, connected with him. We had a conversation. I jumped in, joined the team, and then I eventually was lucky enough to be able to buy him out. But the name, he had a contest.
Okay.
And
you knew where I was going with it. I had to know where the name comes from.
He had a contest for the logo and the name, and he threw it out to some graphic design college students, I believe.
Okay.
And lo and behold, that's was the winner.
Yeah. So, and I got to go back to the. So, did you meet him like doing the Wednesday runs, or how did you end up getting involved?
So our daughters were on the same volleyball team.
Okay.
And this is when the store was actually under construction.
Okay.
And I had a dog running business, and so. My wife knew that he was opening the store. We connected, and we just started talking at volleyball games, and one thing led to another. And next thing you know, I'm part owner of the company.
Okay, and then how long ago did you take it over completely exclusively yourself?
So January of 2018 is when I bought my partner out. And,
so like a year.
So about a year. It's been all me, all my own decisions, and so far so good. The business is building, and I'm loving being my own boss and making my own decisions. I love it.
So now and I want to get back to the Wednesday thing, because I think that is a brilliant idea. And first of all, that there's lots of folks here in town that they get out and they run all the time. But this creates a bit of a social event, and not only that, let's face it. I mean, it helps business, I would imagine, right?
Absolutely. It's a great social event. So not only do we get together at 6 o'clock on Wednesday, after we get done running, then we all go and hit a local, either bar or eatery together and have a more social time. So, and we always like to keep it local, right? I'm a local business owner, so I'll go hop from
right here around town.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Love it. And we've done, just to piggyback on that, we've done vacations together now as a group. We've been to Indy before, Grand Rapids. We've run the Bayshore Marathon in Traverse City before. So it's really become more than just a running group. I mean, these have now become my friends.
Yeah. So how many regulars would you say come out and every Wednesday and
Wednesdays is a bigger evening for us because they can't wait to go out. It seems like half people want to come, they want to go and eat and have some social time for a couple of hours. So we'll have about 20 people that'll actually physically go out with us, and we'll have more people that actually come in and run as well.
Yeah.
So, over a couple of dozen every single Wednesday night.
Really?
And that might not sound like a lot, but Monroe, we're a small town, and we have people coming in and out all the time. So it's great.
So if you let's say you want to join, you want to come in and you want to run on Wednesdays, what do you do? Just show up at the store?
Just showing up. Yep. We start and end right at the store at 6 o'clock. So come on in at 5:45. That people start filtering in anytime after 5:30. And right before we get running, I kind of go over any type of announcements. I'll introduce any new people that are here. I'll tell where we're going to go run, and then we're off.
So Derek, let's say I go in there and I can barely go a mile, if that, and I say I really want to do this. I want to hang with you guys. I want to try to catch up so I can get to the point where I'm running with you guys the entire route.
Yep.
What would I do? I just
showing up. Yep. I mean, so you don't have to. Typically on Wednesdays we run between 4 and 6 miles. But I always tell everybody you don't have to go the 4 miles. Right? We're adults. We can all turn around whenever we need to. And always on the first run for someone that just walks in off the street, I'll go with you. So this is supposed to be a social run. So you're not going to be by yourself. And I can go whatever pace that's comfortable for you, unless you're faster than me, which many people are, right? I'm not
like gonna be me,
a super fast runner. I just really love it. So some people think that, I own a running store. I'm, a Boston Marathon qualifier. That's not the case for me at all. I do it for the health and fitness,
But now you have run quite a few. I mean, we talked about the ultra marathons.
Sure.
And you still run
marathons
semi-competitively, right?
Well, I compete with myself.
Exactly. Yeah,
right?
Most runners do, right?
Yes.
I mean, because and I've noticed like the stair climbing. We're talking about it's usually it's age groups. You're competing against yourself, but you're also competing against similarly situated individuals.
That's right. It's an age group thing,
right?
So you're going to be competing with other people in your own age when you compete in races.
Yeah.
This year I have a 10 miler in Grozeal. That's for cystic fibrosis.
Okay.
Which one of our running members has cystic fibrosis.
Ooh, no kidding.
Yep. And that's a 10 miler. It's in March. And then I'm an ambassador for the Glass City Marathon, which is in Toledo.
Right.
So I'm going to do the half marathon there.
Okay.
And then towards the end of the year, the end of summer, I'm going to run a trail marathon in the Pinckney State Rec area.
And then, like you were saying, a lot of the guys that join you every Wednesday, they get involved and they do the same thing, right? And you guys will do a lot of that stuff together, correct?
Yep. It's great. I mean,
so Derek, if I want to stop by the store, take a look at some of the stuff you got, because I know I was looking through your website. If you want to get on the website, how do I get on the website?
It's simply runhip.com.
Okay.
And everything in our store is live. You can purchase it right through online. But the real true value for me is you coming on into the store and I personalize and fit you personally. But I do have customers that they'll buy, that know me, that live outside of Monroe County and they buy online.
Sure.
But if you just want to get a good idea of what we have in the store, go right to runhip.com and you'll see everything that's in the store.
And then if I want to come into the store, exactly what's the address?
It's 14 East 1st Street, right downtown Monroe, right sandwiched in between the Dorsch Library and Stacy's Travel. We're open 10 to 6 Monday through Friday and 10 to 4 on Saturdays, closed on Sunday.
All right. And if they've got questions for you that I forgot to ask you and they want to give you a call, how do they do that?
You can do a couple different things. You can call the store directly at 734-639-2554. You can email me at Derek, that's DERIC, at runhip.com. You can follow us on the social media platforms, Facebook at Runhip Monroe, or Instagram is just simply Runhip.
All right. Derek Todora from Runhip, want to thank you for being on the show. See, it wasn't so bad.
That was a lot of fun. Thanks a lot, Jeff.
I told you it was going to be easy.
Yeah.
You did a great job.
Awesome.
And I'm glad that we were able to feature your store on our inaugural show of This Is Our Town.
Thank you very much.
And that is all the time we have for this edition of This Is Our Town. I want to thank everybody for listening, and we'll see you next week. Take care, everybody.
Join us every Sunday at noon and Tuesday at 7 p.m. for another edition of This Is Our Town with Jeff Yorkie, a local public affairs presentation of MonroeCountyRadio.com.
This is our town, the place we call home.